Hello and welcome back to Old Trafford, the home of honestly biased sports content. Hopefully my mic is working this time. How are we all doing, folks? Just gonna get the latest news up. I have been away for the past couple days, just doing birthday related activities. But we are back, and we're better. We are going to be doing a little run through the past 2 days worth of news that I've missed, as well as looking at a little bit of a look ahead towards our game against Grimsby Town. Just bear with me, folks. Okay, let's get straight into it then. So, yeah, Mainoo, well, I mean, obviously I missed the game against it's not against Grimsby, against Fulham. That ended in 1-1. And yeah, I can see that there's been a lot of discourse over the past couple of days on Ruben Amorim selecting Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro in the midfield, as well as him actively coming out to say that Mainoo is competing for that midfield spot with Bruno Fernandes. And yeah, it looks like a lot of people are not happy with that actually happening. So yeah. I just thought I would go over a few quotes, a few key bits of information with the Mainoo situation. So let's start off with the fact that only I think it was maybe a year ago, I think this report came out. So Sir Jim Ratcliffe is poised to make Kobbie Mainoo the new face of Manchester United. Jim believes that Mainoo embodies the values and aspirations of the Manchester outfit, and is convinced that making him the face of the club will inspire a new generation of fans and players alike, while also boosting the club's public perception. This process will involve significant public relations and marketing efforts showcasing the Mainoo's journey with United and his rise within the England national team. I mean, so just bear in mind that came out that literally came out, a year ago, saying that Sir Jim wants to make Mainoo the face of the campaign at Manchester United, and now it's only come out a week before the end of the transfer window that Mainoo is, and quite possibly would consider and move to a different club. So let's run through the latest updates. Kobbie Mainoo would consider leaving United in the final week of the transfer window if the club receive a suitable offer, as per Alex Crook. So, I mean, Mainoo did go from boyhood Manchester United fan to very much, okay, if someone does come in for me, then I will leave the club, if obviously the club want me to leave. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Obviously, do I think Mainoo will leave this summer? No, I don't. I think to get a player of his quality leave the team a week before the end of the transfer window, given the fact that we're already short on midfielders anyway, I think that would be absolutely ludicrous. So yeah, Mainoo's not going to go anywhere, guys, but those are the reports that are coming out that Mainoo from his side is open to joining another club. What else do we have? So we've got Alex Turk here, Alex Turk on Twitter, who said, I don't want a United manager who doesn't know how to fit an academy product of Kobbie Mainoo's talent and potential in his system. That's a system flaw, potentially one of many. Simple as that. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not the fact that Ruben Amorim saying he can't fit Mainoo into his system. He's just saying that Mainoo is competing with Bruno Fernandes. I mean, that's all it is, really. You can't say that just Mainoo as a player does not fit into the system whatsoever. It's literally the fact that Mainoo needs to displace Bruno Fernandes, or Bruno Fernandes needs to drop his form off of a cliff for Mainoo to get more games. I mean, I don't think that's necessarily a crazy thing. A lot of people are acting as though we've literally said that we don't want to keep Kobbie Mainoo at the club or anything. I mean, it's very targeted. I'm seeing a lot of fans blow up over this when, in reality, we've played 2 games of a season and we're already reacting like, I don't know, prime Arsenal fans back in the day. So it's quite worrying to see, not going to lie. But Fabrizio Romano came out quite quickly yesterday saying, just on the Kobbie Mainoo situation, for sure it's a difficult thing to accept for Mainoo, but he has not communicated anything to Man United about leaving the club. The situation is under control, but of course the club has to talk to Mainoo to explain the situation. So yeah, I think realistically, we just need to wait and see with what United want to do, because Mainoo is open to leaving. He's not put in a transfer request. He's not told them that he wants to leave. What Mainoo said is that if somebody comes in with a big offer, I'm happy to step aside from Manchester United. So, I mean, we can't really blame him for that, can we? Especially if he's not going to be getting game time. With the World Cup coming up as well. I mean, every player's desperate for game time with the World Cup coming up. But then this is what David Ornstein had to say. Kobbie Mainoo is open to leaving Manchester United. The issue is where Mainoo goes, as there do not appear to be many options ahead of this market closing. Yeah, I don't see any of the big teams necessarily looking for a midfielder. I have seen a bombshell just before I've come live, though. So, Chris Wheeler of the Daily Mail has reported that Manchester United are expected to make a decision on Kobbie Mainoo's future at Old Trafford within the next 48 hours. As far as I'm aware, we've got no plans of Kobbie Mainoo leaving, so I think that's all just paper talk, if you ask me. But Indy Kaler did come out with a bomb. He came out with a bomber. And that was only, I think, 10, 15 minutes ago. Indy Kaler did come out saying Real Madrid are interested in signing Kobbie Mainoo from Manchester United. So, and that's as per Mike Keegan of the Daily Mail. So, man, could we see Mainoo in the last hour of the transfer window move to Real Madrid? That would be absolutely shocking. And then maybe we bid for a Baleba, who knows? But we'll have to wait and see. Just on Baleba as well, I do have an update here from Indy Kaler, who said, imagine Man United... So Indy Kaler is saying, imagine United submitted a £90 million plus £20 million add-on bid, so 110 in total for Carlos Baleba. How can Brighton reject that? So in a way, it's kind of like Indy Kaler's hinting at what it would take for Brighton to actually consider selling Baleba, which is quite interesting here. Indy Kaler did also share that apparently Manchester United can spend £150 million without any PSR issues. They have the money available, but will they action it or not? Time will tell. Just on Le Mans as well, Fabrizio Romano has come out on the goalkeeper that we have been linked to, Sen Le Mans, saying Manchester United are still working on the club-to-club agreement with Antwerp. They want £21.6 million, and United started at 14.7 mil plus 2.6 mil in add-ons. Antwerp want 17.3 mil guaranteed with total 21.6 mil package. Let's see. So let's see if United can do their best to negotiate that fee down a bit. There has been a lot of Amorim criticism. One ex-player who has been hot on the mark is one Wayne Rooney, who has said there's no excuse for the manager. He's got to start getting results and getting the results quickly, because once you start getting to October, November, I think if the results don't change drastically, that's when the pressure comes. And I would 100% agree. I mean, like, realistically, I am in the side of fans that aren't calling for Amorim's head. I mean, I think he's doing a good job. I think the squad was very bloated when he came in. He's trimming it slowly as well as he can. And yeah, I think Ruben Amorim will do well. It's just a case of, realistically, will he be able to get the results? Because at the moment, people are flexing the stat that, I mean, United only have 7 Premier League wins under Ruben Amorim, and he's almost been here a whole year. So yeah, we've got to be getting these results soon. But let's move on to some of the bomb squad. Rasmus Højlund. Napoli want to close the deal for Rasmus Højlund in the coming hours. Rasmus Højlund has already agreed his salary with Napoli. Negotiations between the clubs are also progressing. Negotiations between Napoli and Manchester United are at the final stages for Rasmus Højlund to leave on a season-long loan with an obligation to buy. Okay, that's very interesting. Fernandez's future has been put in doubt yet again, with MJ Critchley reporting Manchester United don't expect Bruno Fernandes to leave before next Monday's deadline. Sources in Saudi Arabia are equally skeptical that the links with Al Ittihad have much substance. However, this is what Indicator has reported. Bruno Fernandes' bid has been received. Man United have just received a bid from Al Ittihad for Bruno Fernandes, and it comes in the last 24 hours. We understand, this is Indicator, the bid is around 90 to 100, just 100, so 90 to 100 million. The interesting part, Manchester United is leaving the decision entirely up to Bruno. They're not going to stand in his way if he wants to make the move. It's a big moment for him. Does he stay and fight for his place at United, or does he take the plunge and explore a new adventure in Saudi Arabia? I mean, United fans are very fickle. I mean, Bruno Fernandes misses one pen, and then people are saying that we should sell him for the money, while forgetting what he provides this team. We are going to have to wait and see how the season progresses, if he can adapt to that number 8 role. We have seen it, but we haven't really seen him hit his peaks that we know that he's capable of hitting. I mean, realistically, we saw his peak under Ole, and are we ever going to see that again? Who knows? Who knows? But let's move on to the Talk of the Devils podcast, where Andy Mitten shared, I think we're going to see a lot of transfer activity coming up in the final week or so. We've got at least 4 players to ship off, I believe, with Højlund, Garnacho, Anthony, Malacia, if anyone will take him, but probably not. But yeah, we've got a lot of players to ship off. Anthony and Garnacho. So Andy Mitten also shared on the Talk of the Devils podcast, great podcast. I think Garnacho will go to Chelsea, but they are nowhere near what Manchester United want at the moment in terms of their offer. Real Betis want Anthony, but they are nowhere near what Manchester United want. Okay, so yeah, we are literally waiting for the appropriate price. We have been held to the final day of the transfer window with bloody Garnacho and Anthony, which is a pain in the ass. But hopefully we can at least ship some people off. What's this then? Manchester United are expected to hold firm on only considering a permanent sale rather than another loan for Anthony. Let's see if United hold out or not. But yeah, let's look ahead at the Grimsby game just quickly and then we'll clock off. Ruben Amorim on rotation versus Grimsby. We have 3 games this week. We have quality players and we need to do rotation to try to win every game. Let's see what rotation he does. Will Sheshko be getting his first official start? I hope so. Ruben Amorim also shared, we were not prepared to play in Europe this season, that is my feeling. To have strong games in Champions League and play in the Premier League, we need time to develop as a team. We just need to fight and then anything can change. And also just an update on the squad. Ruben Amorim shared that Mazraoui is close to a return. And yeah, he's making sure that he won't have any issues moving forward. So yeah, Mazraoui I expect will be available. Maybe not this side of the international break, but after the international break. And that's it. That's all we've got, folks. But yeah, I think that's everything. We will be going live again tomorrow around the same time, around 7 to 8 p.m. After the little long weekend here in the UK. But I'm going to love you and leave you. Hope you all have a wonderful evening or morning whenever you're watching this. And Godspeed.